Hi Cancer, welcome to your reading with the Esoteric Empire. We're focused on the first 3 days of June. We are in Gemini season. Alright, so we're getting very close to your season. Shout out to all the Cancers. So we have Mars here. So there wasn't any real messages I was getting, but I do feel like you're going to be having a lot more energy throughout these 3 days. And I do think that you're going to be trying to get a lot of things done, alright? Maybe like running errands or trying to get things done at a quicker speed, something like that. Let's start off with some speedy messages. Alright, so we have the Magician and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so I feel like you're having some opportunities within making emotional commitments, okay? Or being around people that want to see you in a different light when it comes to emotions. So that could be quite a few things. The second message we have is Ten of Cups in reverse and the Magician. Some of you guys are going to be going towards opportunities that do not involve other people that want to see you in an emotional light, okay? So we're already having like that crossroads division type of energy happening. And then we have the Magician in reverse and the Princess of Cups in reverse, all right? So I see that a lot of you are not looking towards love, or you're not looking for people to just give you messages or text about how they feel about you. You're like, if you feel that way, let me know. All right, show me physically. All right, put in the effort. So let's look at the first 3 days of June and see what's coming up for you. So during these 3 days, you will be seeing kind of some bad news about your finances. So you could be getting some news about your house. Maybe you need to clean it more than usual. Maybe you need to get some work done on the house that you weren't expecting, plumbing or something like that, air conditioning. I'm also seeing for some of you, you could be having to get something done with your car that you weren't expecting. So like an alignment or getting a new tire, patching up the tire, something like that, okay? So nothing too major, but something that you're not expecting when it comes to something you already own or something you're paying off. You are going to have to work on getting something paid or done for that service. All right, so in the beginning, we have June 1st. This is the death energy, so you could be confronted by a Scorpio. I'm also saying that this is you ending something, like definitely moving on to something different. What is this? What is this transformation happening? Five of Cups. Okay, so I feel like you were having a tough time getting over someone that you love or someone you cared about. At this time, you're like, you know what, fuck that. Like, I'm over it. I'm not going to keep wasting my time being sad. Yeah, Six of Swords, you're like, I'm moving on. Like, your spirits are lifted. I feel like your mentality is kind of moving on towards something where you're like, look, I can't stay focused on this hurt forever. I have to move on. And so that's what you choose to do, right? We are seeing the Three of Cups, the Death card, and the Fool. So you're like, look, all of that, the hurt that I felt because of that relationship or that friendship, I have to move on. I have to go towards something new. I feel like some of you may be going towards an Aries, but for the majority, it's just saying, look, I'm moving on to a different mindset. I can't feel sad forever. Like, that's ridiculous. I cannot be moping around forever. As a lot of things, actually. We have the Universe, meaning you're moving on. Like I said, you're ending a chapter. Ace of Earths. You're really looking at, okay, what do I need to work on building for myself? Do I need to work on my home? Do I need to work on my health? Do I need to work on my body? Do I need to work on my kids, my family? What do I need to be really focused on? And then we have Father of Air, which leads me to believe that you're owning your strategy of being logical. You're like, fuck these emotions. I'm going to focus on what I need to get done, what I need to expand on mentally, because all of this other stuff is just not working. Like, I don't need to be focused on what's hurting my feelings. I need to be working on what can save me from feeling this hurt. All right, so I think a lot of you are focused on work as well, staying busy and staying focused on your children. We do have Leo and Gemini showing up. All right, both of these energies are somebody that you're kind of conflicted with, so I do believe these are the people that you're having issues with at this time, okay? Leo and Gemini. Let's go ahead and move on to June 2nd. June 2nd, we have the Five of Cups here. So I do feel like you are still going back and you're regressing into that regretful state. So you're kind of looking at things like, damn, I wish things were different. Like, what is going on with this Five of Cups? What's happening for you during this time? Yeah, we have Four of Cups. So you're reminiscing on everything that was that happened. You're looking at the memories. You're like, damn, I miss them so much. I wish things were different. You're regretting something. You wish things would have turned out differently. What is it that you wish would have turned out differently? 9 of Wands. I think you're saying, I wish I would have had the guts to tell them how I feel, or I wish I would have had the guts to do something differently in that situation. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's almost like you needed to make a decision. You had someone telling you, look, you have to make the decision now, and you were kind of like too afraid to make a decision because you were afraid of the unknown. And because of that, now you're kind of like you're stuck with the decision that you got. You're stuck with the choice that you received, and now you're like, damn, I should have did something different. I should have went with the other choice. Oh, you have so many emotions at this time. Yeah, we have Son of Water. I feel like you feel like you weren't stable mentally when you made a decision. You were going off of emotions, and you're like, damn, I should have really like paid attention. Like, I didn't pay attention, and now I'm stuck with this shit. The other person you had to make the decision from is conflict. So I think they were really confronting you with something like, look, it's either whatever I say or whatever you want, but you can't have both. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Okay, you definitely could have been dealing with a Pisces. We have the moon energy here. This could have been a situation with your mother as well. All right, so I feel like you're very emotionally affected by this situation, and you're like, God damn, I should have been more receptive to what they were saying. Why was I not making sense of all of this? All right, so we do have the 5 of Pentacles showing up. With this 5 of Pentacles, I do see that you're hurting. I do see that you kind of want answers for something, or you need help, you need advice. 2 of Pentacles, you still have not made a choice. You're still like, I cannot choose. I want both. I want my cake and I want to eat it too. You also were kind of looking at it like, I don't want to, if this is career, you're like, I can't leave this. I need to stay with this because this is where my bread and butter is. I can't just move on to something new. All right. All right. And then we have King of Cups. Yeah, it's about a relationship for a lot of you. You're like, I've established so much of my emotional energy into this. I cannot just move on. Then we have the 9 of Cups and the Lovers. You're like, we've had so many good times. This is the person I said I was going to be with forever. How am I just going to move on to something else? How am I supposed to do this? I cannot do this. I feel like somebody's having those issues where they just can't see themselves without someone else. They're really going through that separation of relationship. They're really separating from someone that they love, and they can't see their future without them. Yeah, despair. You're really sad right now. Really, really sad. You really are having this moment of heartbreak. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm separated from them. What am I going to do now? You don't know what you got until it's gone. It really seems like you're just like, what the fuck did I do, or what didn't I do? Like, I tried so hard. For those of you who tried hard, you're like, what the fuck? Like, I did everything I could. The other person is showing up as the Fool and Daughter of Water. They just have a new way of looking at things. They're ready to move on to something else, especially if they just out of the blue were like, look, I don't want to be in a relationship. It's not you, Cancer. It's them. They need to move on. They want to do something different, and you have to let them, you know. It just seems like they want to move on to something different. I really don't think it's anything to be too concerned with, but I can see definitely how it is affecting you emotionally. All right, it's affecting you for this time period, the first, the second, and the third, but especially on the second and third day, you're really like, oh my gosh. Yeah, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or this is just someone where you can't see them without you. You can't see being without them. You're really stuck on their emotions. You're really stuck with them. You have a lot of deep-rooted emotions with them. All right, and then we have the King of Wands, right? So you're going to have to own your success, own your talents, own your passion. Whatever you want to do, you have to go towards at this time. Focusing on your career, focusing on what you are passionate about is going to help you so much more than focusing on these emotions. Because at this time, these emotions are really out of whack. And I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's not going to be good for you to focus on them at this time. You have to kind of make yourself busy with work, you know what I mean? We have material harvest, we have third eye chakra, and awareness. So this is a moment where you're really going to be, your eyes are going to be opened, okay? Your physical eyes as well as your third eye. A lot of things are going to be shown to you, and you're going to be like, damn, how did I not see that? But with all of this realization, there is going to be something that comes towards you that you were not expecting, that you are really going to be like, wow. If it wasn't for all of this disparity or all of this sadness, I wouldn't even see this blessing coming towards me. So prepare for a blessing. Something is coming. All right. All right, so that's your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, Cancer. If you want to have a reading with me, make sure you email me lovefromaleo@gmail.com. Also, if you want to see more readings like this, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you hit that like button so that you are keeping up with the energies of what you're going through. Thank you so much once again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, Cancer.